Hey guys, it's Portuguese DIY Dad. Today I'm fixing my washer and I wanted to put it on a video and just show you exactly what I did and how I fixed it in case you have the same washer as me, unfortunately, and the same thing happens to you. So I have Maytag. Don't ask me why, but I have Maytag. I have the Bravos XL MCT Maytag commercial technology. It does not have an agitator, unfortunately. We desperately need the agitator. I think it makes a big difference. But anyways, stopped washing the clothes. I got a code that said LF for low flow, which means that the water's not coming in. So I put it on test mode. All right, and we got to put on test mode real quick. All right, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Test mode. All right, and now it's flashing all these weird things. But anyways, use these are like your arrows up and down, right? So now it's on 0. I believe that's when you test like the lid. So if you press that, test the lid. It locked, so it worked. Then you go to 1, it's a cold water. 2, hot water. You skip 3 and 4, and then 5, I think it's the fabric softener, and 6 is the other one. Problem is the cold water. So when I tested it, nothing was coming through. Okay, so that's how you know, right? If you do the test, this is how you know what the problem is, right? So the problem is this piece right here that lets the water into the machine from the water lines, right? The water lines get connected to here, and then it gets distributed through these 3 places. So that's the piece that I need to change. That's the piece that I bought, and this is going to be on the description box. It was $20-something, maybe 30 with tax, and it's the exact same piece. Literally just has all these little plugs, which you can easily take out. It has 2 screws. So take these out, take out the screws, put the new one in, put the new plugs in, new screws. I mean, not new screws, but put the screws back on. And then you put everything back. I want to show you how to take this lid off. This was kind of tricky. So first you got to take the plate off in the back. That was just 4 screws. And you have these clips that go right under here. I used these pry tools. I'll put a link on the description box for a kit. You should always have one of these when you're working on the cars, and now I needed to use it because they're good for clips. So it has a clip right here. You slide this in and you push it in and it pops, and then the other one pops again, and then you pull it out. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and actually turn this off and unplug it so I don't get electrocuted. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and replace this piece, put it back on, test it, and make sure it works. All right, so I unplugged all of these, and I'm just gonna warn you, you need to be very patient. Use this to pry right in the middle and then like push out. You know, I can get impatient when I'm working on things, and I just have to like remind myself that I need to be patient. And so, because if you break one of these pieces, you're in trouble. All right, so I unplugged all of these. Now I'm gonna go ahead and unscrew the 2 screws there. And the new one. For this plug, there's a little tab right here that you need to pull to the side in order to get the plug out. Okay. So these, I guarantee you, I probably. I have put the piece back on. I'm gonna put the 2 screws back on. I'm gonna put everything back, test it out, and hopefully I won't get that code anymore. Alright, so I put it on test mode. So I'm going to unplug it again so I can show you. Plug it in, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, test mode. You can hear it dripping. All right, let's test it. Cold water. Very nice. Hot water. Very nice. Softener. Very nice. And oxy. Very nice. Success. If you this video and it helped you fix your washer, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. You guys are awesome. Keep doing a good job. God bless.